tuned to Caught in Traffic. We bring another great episode. I'm your host, Trick or Trade. This is Magic Mike.
Nigga, stop saying that. You're always saying Magic Mike.
Yo, what is it?
Yo, this is...
No, that's crazy.
It's Conj. Yo.
This Conj,
That's Big
man.
Conj, right?
This Conj, man. We got two special guests, two brothers.
Bro, why he got a ponytail?
Wow.
What's your name?
What's
My name is Demetris Webster.
What's your name?
Big Wolf. It's Tre Wolf, Big Wolf.
I always wanted, no, before you say
We
something.
call each other names. I'm Big Wolf.
How you
bro.
gonna
Nah.
you
Facts.
Nah, Kaimondre
Yo,
Owes, man.
listen.
Nah.
We
Shout out
bring
my brothers.
you Past the Rock. Another great segment. We got a lot of great reviews from the last episode on Past the Rock. So this one we wanted to bring two special guests, two brothers of mine, and we wanted to kick it off just like that. So we're gonna stroll right into like the first question. Talk about where you from and a little bit of how you got introduced to ball.
Word, I'm from Florida, and basically my pops. I used to be a little boy. Used to be playing in the men's league, up and down. So I just be running up and down the court trying to mimic him. So that's how I fell in love with the game.
What part?
See my pops.
It matters what part of Florida. Because some parts of Florida, you know, ain't like that.
I'm from Fort Pierce, Florida, and I went to school at Point St. Lucie High School, so it was like 20 minutes. So I stayed in Point St. Lucie.
What's up, yo?
What's up, big girl? I'm from Brooklyn, New York. How I started playing ball at the age of 6, probably 4, but 6. I can remember playing in a tournament. My uncle's team. They've been running a tournament for about 30 years since '92. So I've been around basketball since
Hooping.
6 years.
How'd you get? What brought you to Maine?
Oh man, that's a long story. That's crazy. I was just telling my big cousin's story today. I was at St. Peter's College.
That's what's up, yo. That's a big school.
Facts. It's okay, but it got big now because they went to the Elite 8, I think.
Dougie Dirt.
I was there before in the trenches when nobody was
Nobody
thinking about St. Peter's. So shout out to the alumni. Facts. But we got a new coach after March Madness, and I kind of missed the introduction because March Madness ends like March, April.
Yep.
But we ain't get a new coach till like May, which my birthday is May 23rd. So I wasn't there for the introduction. So I got like a strike one. Basically, long story short, coach took my scholarship, and that summer, I didn't even have to be in summer school. I was already a junior. I was a sophomore with junior credits. So I was just doing it to, graduate. I had a game at Rucker, and I had a night class.
The Rucker Park in New York.
Rucker Park in New York. And it interfered with my night class, so it was either pick one. But I went to the first half of night class. My night class was from 6 to 9, so I went to the first half. I told my coach, like, yo, I'm going to Rucker, man. Everybody don't get an invite, you know what I mean? Everybody don't get an invite, so I left. He told me don't leave. I left. Next morning, my head coach called me upstairs. I was on the shooting machine. He was like, that's it. I had enough. Basically, he wanted to bring his own players in. So that from September to December, I had to take out a loan, basically, to go, you know what I mean? To keep grinding. Everybody didn't know. Yo, what's he doing? Like, is he gave up on ball? Like, what's going on? Like, where's he at? Long story short, I just like bought all the college basketball books, right? Because I'm taking a train to school now. I had a room and board, apartment, I had everything. Just like that, blink of an eye, snap. You know what I mean? So, humble. So I took all the books. During my free period, I would go to like the computer, type in like I got this combo guard, he's 6'2", looking to transfer, he averaged such and such.
You writing that for yourself.
Right, myself, right? Everybody gave up though. My pops gave me a firefighter application. He's like, I don't know what you're gonna do. I can't pay for school, bro. Like, real stuff. So I just took it upon myself. I had like 10 offers off of that. I mean, I emailed like 300 coaches.
Goodness gracious.
So people were like, yo, Maine, how you get to Maine? So Maine was one of the coaches that responded back, and I took a visit. And I liked it. Like, I went to Sea Dogs, At 6 in the afternoon, we leaving Sea Dogs, nobody outside. I'm like, damn, where everybody at?
Yeah.
From the city, like.
Yeah.
Everybody outside, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, nobody outside, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, evening. They're like, yeah, everybody's eating dinner with their family. I said, yeah,
That's what I
different.
need.
Yeah, it's a different
Type of speed.
That's
I need
fine.
it. Yes, sir.
That's fine. God bless.
Yeah,
That's what's up, yo. That's what's up.
Same question to you. What brought you?
Where I graduated high school and was a coach. He's a Maine guy. You guys might know him, Woodbury.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike Woodbury. He ran NB Nation in Maine. So he came down to Florida. He grabbed all the good guards around him, and he put us all on one team. And he got all us to college. So he got me into Thomas College because Coach Hensley flew down and he met me. I never been to Maine. I don't even know where Maine was. All I know is above Boston. So I'm like, all right. And he sat with me. He was real. He gave me a chance right out of high school. That's back when people weren't going to JUCOs and stuff like that. They were going straight out of high school. So I just wanted to leave. I've been grinding, so I just came up to Maine. Didn't visit anything, just committed.
That's
how I
tough.
get up here. So
Not a
shout out-
visit, nothing?
My people might not like Woodbury, but he definitely got all of us into college. So shout out to him, man. And that's why I'm in Maine.
That's tough, no visit.
So okay, so both y'all, and y'all can answer whenever you want to. So obviously, where you're from Florida, you're from New York. It's different type of competition.
Word.
What's the toughest type of competition you like? What state had the most competition that you played against? Whether it be New York, Maine, or wherever you've been.
I'm gonna say New York because I'm biased, but when you go to like them big tournaments like Adidas,
So you've been to Adidas.
been to Adidas 64, been to I forgot the one in Virginia, Boo Williams.
That's tough.
It's just like you see like a different type of game. Like New York is more, crossover, dribble savvy, can make the crowd ooh and ah.
Yeah.
When you play against these country kids, they jumping out the gym. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, like the 5'8" guard jumping out the gym. So that's a big difference. But
That's so crazy, yo.
I don't
Because
know.
people don't know that. The kids today, especially when obviously we're all in Maine, kids out here don't know there's a difference.
Yeah.
That's facts.
It's a different world, and not to shout out to the kids in Maine that's pursuing their dream, man. But I mean, when I first came up here, they used to be like, yeah, he was a McDonald's All-American.
Yo, I said that.
Oh my
I was like, where you make
They
the
said,
big
I
statement?
said, where's
Yo,
that?
for real.
I said, where's held at? They said, Hudson University. I said, wait, what McDonald's over here?
Yo, for real.
I pulled
I
out my
remember that.
phone, started Googling.
McDonald's All-American.
McDonald's All-American.
Yeah.
I grew up in
Yeah.
the cribs
Which
and
is
stuff,
dope.
too.
It's
It
dope
is
for to have your own thing for this state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause where I come from, you're not getting no McDonald's All American. Like,
Nah.
you're not having it in your gym. Like, so for men to have this little gym and they saying, yo, you a McDonald's All American,
All-American.
they get to keep that badge though. Like, you feel
Bro,
me?
I
Like,
was
that
so
badge.
confused when I saw it. Like when I started playing at Thomas, there was a
Yeah.
couple kids that weren't playing.
Right.
And they were like, yo, I played on McDonald's. I played in a McDonald's game.
Yeah.
I said, what?
Right. You start questioning,
Why you
like,
at Thomas, bro?
ain't no
The
way.
same one that Kobe
Ain't
played?
no
Yeah,
way.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Nah.
So
That's-
yeah,
that's
that's
You know what I mean?
they don't know. So yeah, you're right, Mike.
It's a difference, yo.
That's an honor.
To answer your question though, I'm gonna say Florida's so big, so the talent is crazy. Bunch of dogs there. But I had a chance to train in New York with gym rats and 845. And yo, every day training with those guys, I trained a lot of D1 kids. It's just the swagger's different, the grittiness, just playing outside. So I feel like New York is really tough because those guards are really saucy. So
Yeah.
I mean, so
When
it's
you a
just
guard-
grinding. It's just tough for me. I gotta guard that.
guard.
I gotta go out and they talking. If I'm Florida, so they calling me Jits and they think that's funny. So it taught me how to be like, all right, we're not in Florida no more, so like I gotta really step my game up, and my game changed to see him do different layups, different moves, and like swag. So I'm like, all right, in Florida we dogs, man. We're just trying to go at you, we're gonna kill you, yeah. So we ain't really having too much fun, but New York is definitely the toughest for me, yeah.
What do you think?
What's that thing?
Toughest that I played against? Man. I played against.
He gonna say Maine.
I played against.
Facts,
He's
yo.
might say Maine. He might say Maine.
Man, I played
Peter
against.
Denard.
We're not talking about college.
I played against Casey Hill from Florida when he was playing with the Florida Rams.
Okay.
Man, it depends though, cause it's like for each position, like you a guard. So me, I was always like a combo, but then I also played the 4 a lot in high school. You know what I mean? So on my team, we was full of guards, so I had to get in where I fit in to get on the court. So I was playing like mostly the 4. So when we run into those like Texas, I played against a Texas school. When we playing AAU, I'm like, damn, this dude is 6'6" and strong as an ox. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I played against New York, it was more guard heavy, dribble, so I couldn't. You know what I mean? But when I was playing my position, it was hard playing against like those dudes from Texas. You know what I mean? Like
Texas.
Texas
They
was just
athletic.
strong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like jumping out the
I
gym.
think
It was tough.
I think me, like, shout out to Rhode Island, yo.
Yes,
But I
shout
think
out.
I met some hoopers in Boston, yo. And I'm talking about like when I was coming up, yo, it was Billy Barron, Alex Murphy, Nerlens Noel, Wayne Selden, you know what I mean? Michael Carter Williams, Dominic Bull, Georges Niang, and we playing these dudes. You know what I mean? So, like, obviously I played against mad dudes in New York.
They
Texas.
all from Boston?
Bro.
I didn't even know it. I didn't know it.
Bro.
All of us in Boston.
Bro, for real. So like I played
Until
for
high school,
Rhode Island Breakers and I played for Rhode Island Hawks. You know what I mean? So we played against VABC consistently. We played against Middlesex Magic. And that's all on
That's all the
That's
local
top
tournaments.
circle,
too,
right?
man.
And I played in those big
Gravity.
tournaments, yo.
I won the bronze.
That's what I'm saying. We played in those, but these dudes were really the truth. And I think my hardest matchup was Michael Carter Williams. And if you know me, yo, you know I got out the mud from like straight defense.
Right.
You know what I mean? And since I was 8 years old, bro, I was guarding the best players on the other team every single game.
That's
you know
tough,
what I mean?
man.
So like I had to guard Michael Carter Williams. And when I told you he gave me 40,
You're talking about Syracuse one, right?
Syracuse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Syracuse, he gave me 40.
That's tough.
And it was like, that was at the Gym Rat tournament.
Did you?
In Albany, yo, and he cooked me, and it's just like, it's just a different speed, because I think he was, because I graduated 2011, right? But he was one of the first 6'7" guards,
I
Right,
remember that.
right.
point guards.
To go to Syracuse.
Sean Livingston was before him, but he was
Sean Livingston, yeah,
he
it was
up
different
there.
though.
Yeah, it was different. You
When they
never
came
seen
in, they were
that.
like, yo, we need that.
Yeah, we never seen that.
He was like
yeah.
that in high school.
Because now, if you drafted him now, he probably wouldn't go top 3.
Right.
You know what I
'Cause
mean?
it's-
But at the time, remember, he got Rookie of the Year his first year
I
for the
thought he was.
Sixers.
I thought he was.
He was the next one up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the
Nice,
next
for
one
sure.
up. That's a fact.
So
That's
it's just
great.
like for me, it's like I played against a lot of dudes, but like Boston, I have to get with Boston, yo.
Well, so so you said Michael Carter Williams is your toughest. That rolls the next question. What was your toughest matchup you ever had to face?
I'd say that's my
That's-
head on head. I think
Head-on-head.
the person that really cooked my team.
Yeah, but that's different. That's
Nerlens
broad.
Noel.
Yeah, that's broad. So your
Yeah.
toughest matchup was Michael Carter Williams. What would
Yeah.
you say yours is?
Oh, that's tough.
And you a point guard, so you had to guard every point guard every time.
Yeah, that's a lot of players for me to go through. And can we do like high school, college, like that?
You could do that if it's 2 years.
I don't know, cause high school different. It's not tough for me. I feel like now, I'm gonna say the toughest person I had to guard would have to be Toronto.
Teron was.
Toronto.
Hey, that was up, T.
Shout out.
He's cooking this season, averaging 24 a game.
What would you say?
Very strong. Man.
Toughest I had to guard. I guarded Corey Brewer. I think when they won the national championship.
Florida.
Coaches versus Cancer Classic.
Yep.
We're up St. Peter's College, played at University of Florida for the first home opener. And that joint was crazy. They had Al Horford, Joe Kim, Corey Brewer.
That
Torian
team was
Green.
stupid.
So yeah, Corey Brewer, because he conditioned. Boy, like, you know what I mean? Like that's like big leagues. Like
That's the hardest to
like,
guard.
you just in that arena, that atmosphere. You know, shout out St. Peter's, they D1 too, but Florida, that's like big leagues. You know what I mean? Like, they look like muscle men compared to like they facility, everything. So that was an experience.
But for you to say, I think the biggest thing you said, yo, condition. It's a different level.
Nah, it's definitely
Different level.
You know what I mean? Like being able to play off 40 minutes and still like not sweat, not breaking sweat. And
Right.
he wasn't like breaking down dudes in
Right.
college. Like
Right.
he was
Backdoor,
exactly.
picking you up.
Nah, that's a fact.
Like he real, like he Corey Brewer underrated.
He had a long career too in the NBA because you
Right.
play defense, you can stay in the league.
That's a fact. And he did his
Patrick
thing,
Beverly.
too. Facts.
You know what I mean?
I think, damn, my toughest matchup. See, like again, mine was tough because I was playing 1 through 4. You get what I'm saying? So like, I ended up playing a guard, then I'm guarding a big. You know what I mean? And it was always the craziest tournaments. Like when I played in the Dykeman, Carlos Arroyo came out and played. You know what I mean?
Carlos Arroyo.
So here I am. I'm thinking that, you know what I mean. But then also Karan Iverson, 6'7", played at Memphis. And,
URI,
you know what I mean? URI. I ended up guarding him. He's 6'7". You know what I mean? Like, and then I think the one that really got me the most is Anthony Ireland. Like, shout out to him.
Anthony Ireland.
Like that, it's a different level of being a pro basketball player, and they taught me that. You know what I mean? So each one of those matches that I played against, like they really taught me the level of make sure you take care of your body. Like, you know what I mean? Like make sure you fit for 40 minutes. Like of all type of basketball. I'm talking about Anthony Ireland killing me on a pick and roll. We playing 2-on-2. Like, you know what I mean? Like just straight pick and roll basketball. Learning how to guard, learning how to beat the screen, learning how to ice the screen, learning how to, you know what I mean? Like guarding in the post. Like there was a lot of those matchups. Like, and that's why my game is where it is now. Playing against all these different levels is, you know, being able to play 1 through 4 is tough because you got to learn how to guard, you know, in so many different ways.
Nah, that's facts, bro. What about in college?
In college.
Yeah, we know you won 3 championships. But who was the
College was tough, man. Nah, cause like once I got on, it was over for everybody. You know what I mean? But my freshman year, it was like obviously I wasn't playing or nothing. You know what I mean? So like my toughest matchup was always the guys I was playing in practice with. You know what I mean? The Corey Woods, Mike Gonzalez, Dante, Raheem. You know what I mean? Like, cause I wasn't playing. You know what I mean? So I had to get the mud in practice. You know what I mean? But by the time I stepped on the court and became all that success, I didn't feel like I had a tough matchup. I wasn't even worried about, you know what I mean, guarding. It was more.
So when y'all lost to Kobe Sawyer,
That's tough.
I had 20. Like
it don't matter. When y'all lost
I
to Kobe
wasn't
Sawyer,
guarding.
who was you guarding?
I think I was guarding Thought. Yo, there's no shame, yo. Yo, dead ass, yo. Yo, and Pete gonna see this.
Why he
yo.
just call him Thought
I
Thought?
don't know what
That's his
he
name.
talking about, bro.
What's his name?
Yo, say
you
that,
know what I'm
say
talking
that
about?
man.
Big D's are number
say,
45.
No, say that
Who is
man,
it? You know what I'm talking about?
Say that man real name,
Yo.
man.
It's
Come
not
on,
Thought
man.
Thought though.
What is it?
His last name was Thought, but it's not Thought
Come
Thought.
on,
He
man.
got the same name twice. First name, last name, bro. That was his name, bro.
sound African.
Yo, he was.
He was African,
He was
but
African.
it wasn't Thought Thought.
That's why I
him?
guarded.
Why you guarding?
And he was cooking him.
He was not.
Bro, they won
That's why
the championship. They won the
beat him.
championship.
They
They beat y'all.
Yeah.
Peter
But
Donato,
yeah,
first player there.
True?
Pete, shout out to Pete.
Shout out to
man.
Pete,
Shout out
though.
to Pete, man.
Yeah, Pete won it. They
So
beat.
when y'all see this, now I gotta post it. I don't want to post
Shout
the
out to
stats,
Pete,
but
man.
now I gotta put the stats on the screen.
No,
So
you
can
don't gotta
see
put
it.
the
But
stats.
it's not
Yo,
clear.
why you
See, now he don't want.
saying
Now he don't want me to post
Why
it.
is he
Yo,
no
so was he
him?
cooking
He
me?
gonna put his whole
Was he
highlight
cooking me?
tape.
Where's he cooking at? Where's he
He
cooking
gonna put his whole
Now
highlight
I'm
tape.
gonna post it. Can I post it? Numbers do not lie. I'm posting it.
You
Yo,
lost,
see, I
so why'd
posted
y'all
it. We
lose?
did lose.
So why you didn't tell the whole story?
No,
Exactly.
no. He said who was I guarding? I told you I was guarding.
So,
that's not what.
so how did they win?
It was a better team. I'm not gonna. We was ranked that year, which was dope.
They were
Like, we
ranked
had a lot of
15th in the
success.
country,
Yo,
and they
we
lost
got
to Kobe
ranked in the
Sawyer.
country. Like we was dope. We went to Vegas. We beat the undefeated team. We beat Scranton, who was ranked 7th. I had a buzzer beater. Shout out to the. You know what I mean? Like it was dope. We was
You gonna
ranked.
show that
We had a
highlight
lot of talent that year, but when it came down to it, we was just immature. We wasn't ready for that moment. Like we thought we were. Like we walked in like
Did y'all have,
we the best team.
was it
You know
lack
what I
of
mean?
leadership? Because at that moment, you're supposed to galvanize.
Shout out
the
to
guys.
Aaron Willis, because he
I'm
got, I
asking
think he
him.
got an own podcast and he spoke about why his senior year went the way it went. And salute to him, because I'm definitely not blaming him, but he did say it was a leadership thing. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know, I
'Cause
just asked that off the top
and
of
I don't
my
think
head.
it was more so leadership. It was that we all. This is me coming off my player of the year. This is Raheem. Shout out to him, who was a young great scorer. This is Aaron Willis, my senior year. So we all three are the top scorers, and we trying to like get into the mold. You know what I mean? So it's like in a game, you can't have that. You know what I mean? And this leads into the next thing that I'm thinking of, and this is just basketball. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, the last shot, trying to figure out
Oh, yeah, that
they
was
couldn't get a
crazy.
shot
That
off
was crazy.
because they're trying to figure it out in the
Right.
game. We
Right.
can't do that. We
Right.
waited to get in that type of situation. Now we're trying to figure out, yo, who's supposed to be taking this shot?
That was also
You know what
great
I mean?
defense,
Like,
though. But
That
I feel-
was.
it was, but
I
you
felt-
had 14 seconds to get a shot off.
That's
right.
That
So
was
you
great
can't
defense.
second guess. You got to
was
make
great
sure you got it drawn
defense.
out to have, you know, that
If
right
Kyrie
play.
was on that team, it would have been no
Luka
doubt.
would have had the shot.
Luka would have had the shot.
But that's what I'm saying, though. We
Right,
can't get into the
right.
situation trying to figure it out. There's no separation. They both at the top of the key. That's both where they like the ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when we got into that game, it was like, okay, Trey's here, Ron here, Aaron. Like, what do? We still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
It was a more complete team. They played great defense, and they was 8 deep.
No, I feel you. I think for me, I remember that team. I remember y'all too. You know what I mean? I think every year we've been to the semifinals and we had to play
Yeah,
y'all.
yo.
You know what I mean? And like
Nah,
me,
yo,
and this is no knock to. I felt like I could guard anybody in the whole match.
Respectfully.
You know what I mean? Because for 4 years, before we even boys, yo, I guarded this dude.
Right. That's crazy.
4 years.
That's
You can
crazy.
post the stats too when we played against him.
Yeah.
He shot a bad percentage from the floor. but they won. They won, yo. They won because y'all.
It's funny, yo. My freshman year, I ain't getting no burn or anything. I get in for the end of the game. Of course, he getting in for the end of the game. I'm like, who this black African nigga chasing me around? Nigga playing hard and shit. I'm like, nigga, we beating y'all by 20.
I'm trying to play.
We both, you know, the ass niggas getting the game at the end, so we both getting in my freshman year. I'm like, nigga, I'm transferring next year. You know? I just got to 7 in, and it's
Bro,
like
crazy, bro.
fact, and it's so funny, yo. That's freshman year, and we look all the way up to senior year, yo. We still we're playing, but now we're playing 30 minutes a game each. You know what I mean?
Yeah, both had good college careers.
I can't lie. You mentioned Raheem, and I completely forgot about remember my freshman year.
He dropped 50 on y'all.
No, he didn't drop 50 on us.
Remember the year before
The
that?
year before, he didn't drop 50 on us. Josh. The year before that, this is his 5th year, and my coach is like Hensley, like, don't. He's like, get in. I need you to guard Raheem. He was like, don't reach. He gonna put it in your face. And I just remember him just dribbling, and I just think I reached. He gave me the most crossfit of my life. So he was like, huh? No, I ain't fall. I probably played the toughest defense on him, but he was definitely the hardest I had to guard. Straight out of high school, it was his 5th year, so he a grown man.
Right.
I'm 18, so that was probably the toughest I had to guard for
You know,
8 minutes.
and that's the thing. I never, that's dope
It's a 5th
because
year.
I was thinking like Tre was tough to guard. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Just because I could never steal the ball, I could never block a shot.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I was just I was
Stronger.
So like no matter what, he still got his 20 points, whatever.
Right.
But I think the most shiftiest player I played in college that I had to guard was Desron Wilson
Shiftiest.
from New England College, bro.
He was.
Bro, and I'm not talking about like a 20 point. He used to drop 38.
38.
35, 37, like he was really balling.
Yeah,
But
he was saucy.
their team was so bad. They weren't winning. And shout out to you, Desron, but like
Yeah,
probably had the
college.
green light.
I'll say Cam Anderson.
Cam-
That was he was 6'7".
I forgot,
He was
bro.
6'7". He was
Cam.
tough.
That was
He was
before
tough.
y'all.
Michael
Yeah,
Parker
I
played
know,
at
but
Maryland. He was on the same
He
team.
was.
Michael Parker started at Maryland.
Michael Parker.
Yes,
That name sounds familiar.
He started at Maryland, transferred to Green Mountain. That was a tough team.
I'm about to say
Transferred
Green
to
Mountain was pretty
Green
tough for you
Mountain,
guys,
bro.
right? Too.
Who was the
Thomas
toughest one in
Brown.
college?
You guys are telling me.
In college, in my,
Troy Barney's in practice.
in my division,
Was it Troy Barney?
nah, nobody on my team. Nobody on my team. No
So
disrespect.
Troy was on your team?
Yeah,
he played with Troy.
Troy.
He wasn't that nice?
He wasn't.
Troy good.
He was younger than you.
He was younger than me, so he was
Salute,
a freshman.
salute. He
He
a
was a
Maine
freshman. That's my
product.
boy.
Facts.
But when I was there, nobody really seen me, man.
Yeah,
Nobody could really see me.
What about in the conference though?
In the conference, we had some killers. Shout out to Jamal Wilson from University of Albany.
Okay.
Yeah, he was older than me though. So I just remember him like.
Who was the
Played
top
a
dog in
year,
your conference? Was
played
it
a year.
Vermont?
Albany and Vermont.
Albany and
So Vermont had Trimboli. You probably know point guard. He was 4-year starter. It was Trimboli and Jamal Wilson. They ran the conference. My 2 years.
Did they go overseas afterwards?
Yeah, they got some bread, definitely. Jamal Wilson's probably still overseas. I think he's from the Bronx too. So
What's up?
yeah.
That's fine. Yo, this is perfect. I thank y'all. This is a great episode of Pass the Rock. We had a great special guest, Demetris Webster. Kaimondre Owes. Boom, boom, boom. I'm your host, Chicken Trade.
Kanji Cole.
And it's straight like
That.